Welcome, beautiful souls, to today's reading. In today's reading, I would like to do a small energy check-ins with you and also to see what kind of messages the universe or the spirit guides have for you. And as always, I'm going to use my tarot cards to have some cards for you and also to see what messages I can pick up or that I can channel some messages for you. So let's see what messages you need to hear right now from the universe. We have quite a lot of reversals. Okay, I see that we have 4 different reversals. Let's dive into the cards I pulled for you this time. So there is a lot of going on here, as always. So let's break it down, and also let's break each card down to get some more messages or to channel some messages for you. So the first, we have reversed 3 of Wands, and when the 3 of Wands is upright, it's always talking about looking ahead, making new plans, or waiting for your efforts to kind of like pay off. But when it's in a reversed position, it is telling me that something you have been kind of working on, or you are maybe also excited for, is not going that smoothly as you hoped, or you may also feel that you are kind of like stuck, or you are not seeing progress in the way you have expected. And it's like you had maybe a lot of big ideas, maybe you had a lot of big plans, but currently right now in this situation when we are doing this energy check-in, you are, or like the plans are not really taking off, and there could be maybe some kind of delays. Maybe you just have, this feeling of being like unprepared for the next step on your journey. What I'm also getting, but also this card can mean that maybe you have actually trouble seeing the bigger picture, maybe on your journey or on your goals, or just in general to see like the bigger picture. And maybe you are so focused on, with this one small tiny little part of your plan that you are not seeing all of the opportunities that are around you. And maybe right now it's really right time to kind of like step back and maybe think about what you are doing actually. If there is something you have missed, is there something you have maybe overlooked, or if there is something that needs to change in order for the things to move forward again, or if there is something that needs to change for all of the things for them to actually move forward again. And it's actually not like 3 of Wands is not like in any mean like a bad card or anything, but it is a reminder for you to be patient and to be flexible. And sometimes, the things don't go exactly how you planned, but that doesn't mean that, they won't work out at the end. It's what I'm also getting. Okay, next card, what we have is the reversed 5 of Swords, and this one is actually a very interesting card because it's all about the conflict and it's all about the tension. But when it's reversed, it suggests that maybe you are ready to walk away from like a fight, or walk away from a conflict that you may be seeing or you may be having around you. And this could be also maybe just like a small disagreement with someone in your life. You maybe also had a little bit tough conversation, or maybe you also had a tough like argument or tough discussion with someone, and now you're at the point where you don't want to like keep fighting, you're just over it and you just want to let go of everything what no longer like serves you. But it also feels like you are realizing right now that the winning isn't worth it anymore. And even if you could for example win, metaphorically like win, I'm doing this, maybe if you can even win the argument, it wouldn't feel so good in your like case. Or this card can also suggest, or also like the 5 of Swords is about letting go of what not like no longer serves you, but letting go of the need to be always right, and choose the peace instead, because sometimes the conflicts aren't worth your energy, and sometimes it's just better to walk away and save the energy than, all the time arguing with the people, and maybe they don't even want to listen, or they just simply don't care. So I am also feeling that this card could points to an inner conflict for some of you guys. As always, I'm saying this, that you should take what feels right for you and leave the rest, because this is a collective reading and I'm channeling the messages for the collective that is watching this video. So maybe for some of you guys, I'm seeing this as an inner conflict. Maybe you have been struggling with your own thoughts. Maybe you are going kind of like back and forth on the decision also. Or you are maybe just feeling a little bit like frustrated with yourself. And also what I'm getting, that this reversed Five of Swords is asking you to kind of like find a way how to resolve the inner conflict, whether, what I'm also getting, to resolve this conflict, whether it can be maybe the inner conflict you have, or basically also the conflict with the other people in your life. So really it's now right time to put the swords down, as we also see on the card. He put the sword down, so it's also a great time to put the swords down and kind of like step away from the battlefield, or step away from all of the fights and discussions, and to just find more like peaceful path, you know, is what I'm also getting. Next card what I want to look at is this reverse Seven of Pentacles, which is also a very interesting card in this reading. And it's, you know, the Seven of Pentacles is usually talking about hard work and also waiting for results. Like, you know, we see that you are planting the seeds and you are watching the seeds slowly grow, but when it's in a reversed position, it is showing me that you may be feeling a little bit impatient right now, or even like frustrated that the progress you are working on, or that something, you know, that you are been working on is not that quick, that the progress is not so quick how you actually hoped for. Another thing what I'm also picking is that you have put quite a lot of effort, or maybe you also worked on something for maybe like a long period of time, and you know, you have the feeling that nothing is actually happening, and there is a lot of like thing going on in your mind. What I'm picking, that maybe you're just asking yourself, I put quite a lot of effort and I'm not still seeing the results yet, and you're kind of like feeling a little bit bad about this situation. But it's also like you're waiting for the fruit of your labor, but they're still not coming in as quickly as you would like to. But also what I'm getting, that the reverse like Seven of Pentacles can also mean that you are quite like questioning if all of the work is even worth it, you know, if all of the things you have been work for, if you are going to see the fruit of your labor at the end. But you may also be thinking, or you have this like mindset that if you should even keep going, or if you should even keep working on these things. And it's completely like understandable, because you have been putting a lot of time, a lot of energy and a lot of efforts, and you are not still seeing the rewards. But you know, this card has also a small message, or the universe is also asking you to take a moment to kind of like reassess what has been working out, or also to reassess what is no longer working out in your situation. Maybe you can be also asking yourself, or you can even journal on this question, there is some, how I'm going to like formulate this. If there is something you can adjust in your life, or maybe this card can be also a sign to be a little bit patient, or be just patient a little longer, because sometimes, you know, things take time. And even if you're not seeing the results yet, it doesn't mean that they're not coming. It's definitely there, but you just need to be a little bit patient in the situation. But lastly, we also had this reversed Wheel of Fortune, and this is an amazing card actually, because this card is all about like cycles, about change, it's about destiny. But when it's in reversed position, it can feel like the things are out of your control right now, or you may also feel like you are stuck, or maybe that you have just simply a bad luck in your life, or maybe just what I'm also seeing with those two cards, that things aren't like working in the way how you would like them to work out for you, or maybe you're just trying to move forward in your life, but the universe keeps throwing all of the challenges in your path, or it's starting to feel like you are not, for example, in charge of your own destiny, is also what I'm getting from this card. But also in the reverse, this card can be like a small reminder that, you know, the things won't stay this way forever, and we live in these cycles, and you know, the wheel keeps like turning and turning and turning, and even though it feels like you are in a tough spot right now, this like cycle or this circle will eventually end, and sometimes we have to go through these low points in our life to kind of like appreciate and to kind of be like more grateful when we are actually in these high positions, or when we are at highs in our life. And also what I'm getting from this card, that it is like reminding you to kind of stay grounded and not letting the ups and not letting the downs throw you off of your balance, because also this card can ask you to kind of like consider how much control you actually have over the situation. What I'm also getting, maybe you also have some things you want to change, or maybe, you know, you need to accept what's out of your hands right now and to just simply let it go. But also what I wanted to kind of like put it all together, the Three of Wands is telling you that there might be delays, or that you need to look at your plans from a bigger picture. The Five of Swords in the reverse is saying that you need to kind of like walk away from the conflict, maybe your inner conflict, or even the conflict with the people in your life. This reversed Seven of Pentacles, like we talk, is like saying about like that you are being frustrated because of your slow progress, but you should be patient, because eventually the fruits of your labor will grow. And the reversed Wheel of Fortune is reminding you that sometimes, you know, we have the lows, or we are in a tough situation, but eventually the whole, you know, the circle or the cycle will turn like in the good direction, and everything will actually work out for you, is also what I'm getting. And also the change is on the way. And also, like in a general, what I'm getting, that this whole reading was really about like patience, and it was about the acceptance. And there is a lot of like energy that the things are not going the way how you actually planned. But also the universe is asking you to kind of like step back and breathe a little bit, maybe also to just trust that even when the things are a little bit delayed or challenging, or if the things aren't going how fast you actually wanted them to go, there is a bigger picture for everything. And sometimes the hardest thing actually in life is to let go, and also to wait and trust that everything will actually work out in its own time. But also, this was just a small message for the cards, or what the universe wanted you to know. But also I have this small affirmation cards, the Wisdom Within Oracle, so we can also see some affirmations for you, or what other messages the universe wants you to hear. Maybe, okay, this actually wanted to come off. Maybe you can also take a journal, or you can even screenshot those questions. I'm going to also show you the questions. So there are some affirmations, some journal prompts, so you can take a screenshot, you can actually grab your journal, pause this video, and rewrite it. So how can you shift your perspective on this feeling, emotion, or question? Destruction is the way to transformation. Things are changing, shifting, and evolving. What is true today may not be true tomorrow. Okay, we have quite a lot of cards, but I kind of just needed to jump out. What would your higher self say to you? This will all feel kind of terrible until it doesn't. They're so beautiful, those cards, also connected to the reading. I give myself permission to release any guilt, shame, or regret. Don't come from a place of lack, come from a place of expansion. And the last card, regain what they took from you. And maybe I'm also going to give you some cards from your heart affirmations. So you can now take a screenshot, you can now pause the video and maybe just think about all of the questions, but I'm going to also try to kind of, okay, they come quite a lot. I just want to get 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards I'm feeling. Okay, we have first And one last card. Can I get one last card? Okay. So, the card. I awaken the limitless love within me. I am abundant. And my mind creates a reflection of my physical world. I am at peace. So I'm also going to light it over here so you can see. You can now take a screenshot. You can pause this video and reflect on all of those questions. So thank you so much for listening to this reading. As always, remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And also you have a free will to do whatever feels right for you. So thank you so much. And if you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more of the messages like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. You can also comment on which of these affirmations or these small messages resonated with you the most. Thank you so much, and until next time, see you.